All right, it's Jeff here with Compass Conundrum, and I'm going to take you through well, I don't know if we want to call it a review, but we have a lot of tents, but this is one of our car camping tents, or if we're going to do a longer trip. This is the Core Equipment 11-man tent, but my wife and I are the only ones that use it. It's huge. And I'm going to take you on a little bit of tour of it. I'm letting it air out. We just got back from an adventure race, and we had 2 nights of thunderstorms. There's our rainfly, but we had 2 nights of thunderstorms, and we are drying it out. And I'm going to waterproof it because we're going to the Shenandoah Mountains in a couple weeks for 10 days. And so we want to make sure that this thing is ready to go. But I'm going to take you on a little tour of this tent, and then I might do a video also on how to break this tent down. Setting it up, super easy. 2 people, maybe 15-20 minutes max. 1 person, probably close to 30 minutes, as long as you're patient and there's not a lot of bugs. But 2 nights of thunderstorms in Florida, lightning everywhere, torrential downpour, 40 mile an hour winds, and this thing held up great. Make sure you stake it down well, and you'll be fine. But let's check out this tent. Just a little side note, these are, it comes with regular stakes inside the bag, like just standard stakes like this, but I would recommend getting at least 4 of these styles, so in case you go to a state park that has gravel or something like that, and bring a rubber mallet. But I have 4 of these for the main corners, and then we use the yellow plastic ones for our other corners. But we actually use 4, 8, 12, plus we use for the rainfly, we use these ones for the rainfly tie downs. I recommend that you put every stake in, get this thing anchored, because it is a big tent. It's over 6 foot tall inside. So I highly recommend getting stakes. You can get nicer ones if you want, but I'm not hauling this very far, so this is sufficient. Okay, so one of the cool features about this thing is it has a open canopy on the front. So it's kind of, this is where we do our cooking. So like this weekend, we set up our a table in here. There's nothing in here, but I'll show a video. I'll add a clip from this weekend, but you know, we usually put like a table here with our cooking gear, and then you can put like a chair or 2. Even if you had a really small table, you could put that here. So that's kind of nice. All of these windows are super cool. They drop down even further, but you can see like each window opens up, and this is like an open air canopy. Our goal is when we get to the Shenandoahs, we're praying that we have no rain and we can just open this bad boy up and you know, ceiling, and just have a location where we can just sit and hang out and enjoy the view. So this is the front patio. The only issue I had this weekend was when zipping this down. I'm gonna zip it down and I'll show you here. All right, so you can see I got it zipped up here. And so what I did is I zipped it up and I closed these front panels, these window panels. And so of course all of these do this. And if you have your rainfly on, this whole area can be covered in. I left these open because it's kind of hot out. We're in Florida. But one thing we learned this weekend is down here, there's this little mesh lining, and you really need to pull this tent out tight and create a good lip, because this, if you don't fold this up, water will get in your tent from the front. So you got to Velcro that up and make sure your tent is pulled out far so that you have this lip. And then this just kind of catches any excess water that may splash up. But it also gives you a little bit of air ventilation. I got rocks in here now because it's on the concrete, because I'm letting it dry out, and I'm gonna sweep it out here in a minute. But you can see the idea would be to pull that out tight so water doesn't get in, because we had a little bit of water this weekend, nothing major. But once again, love the little front patio. All right, and of course here is the inside. We fit a queen size bed. Inside here, it has some air intakes. They're not pushed out, but that lets airflow from the bottom. Super nice. Once you get every window open in this thing, cross ventilation is absolutely amazing. And it's got a huge canopy up top. Like I said, no rain got inside this section at all over the weekend. And we went through 2 back-to-back storms. But highly recommend this tent. Price is $400 or $500 range, I believe, and well worth it. Well worth it if you like a little bit of glamping. We backcountry camp too, so we do that also, but this is our glamping tent. For instance, when we go to the Shenandoah Mountains, we're gonna spend 10 days. This is gonna be our base tent camp at Loft Mountain, and then we're just gonna hike from there every day. Just a nice little review of the core equipment, 11-person tent with front patio. Highly recommend. And once again, this is Jeff from Compass Conundrum. We do videos on hiking, letterboxing, adventure racing, camping. So if you want to check out our channel and subscribe, hit that like button, follow us. We'd love for you to check us out because we do more than reviews. But we just figured, hey, why not do a little review, show us our tent, and show you our tent. And yeah, maybe you'll check us out and see what we do. As always, we want you to live, learn, and explore.